Hello everyone, this is Bella. In today's video, we're gonna solve question 6. We're gonna skip the description part and go down to the examples. If you take a look at the first one, the input is a list of integers and the output is also an integer. We don't still get what they really mean, so let's take a look at the explanation. It says the order of the sandwich should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So we can guess each number stands for the ingredients. And it says ingredients cannot be taken out in the middle to change an order. It says the only completed sandwich can be taken out. So the ingredients should not be duplicated. Let's take a look at the examples again. We can make one sandwich with 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Just one sandwich because there is no 1 in the end here. And if you look at here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 will be taken out, and since there's 1 in front and 2, 3, 4, 1 in the back, we can get 2 sandwiches total. As you might guess, the total number of sandwiches is gonna be the result. So let's go up a bit and read the question. What matters to us is this part, bread, egg, and so on. We saw that the order should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, so we can get this number stands for each ingredient. It is described in constraints part. The sequence should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So we need these ingredients to be placed in the sequential order to make one sandwich. So how can we solve this? Some of you might think of a sliding window. This fixed size window moves to the right like this and finds out the pattern we're looking for. But here's a problem. When we find out the pattern, we raise a count and keep moving, and we can get one more pattern here. But this ingredient 1 is duplicated. This was supposed to be gone. So let me solve it with a sliding window. It is not a correct answer though. I'll bring this data here and see if it's the same as this sample. I'll set the count to 0, and then I'm gonna go around in the for loop as much as 4 in range length of data minus 1. But you have to do minus 4 instead of minus 1 to avoid out of range error. This is only occurring in indexing. If I print out the length of data, it's 11. So it means there's a 10th value. When I print out data 10, I got 1. But if I print out the 11th value, there's an error. We have an error called out of range. Also, if we print out the value from the 10th to 20th, there is no error. Let's say it's the 11th. This doesn't give us an error either. As you can see here, there is no error in slicing. So I'll bring the code here. And if the sliced value of the data is the same as the sample here, it means the value from the I to I plus 5 is the same as the sample. Should we plus 1 to the count? In that case, you still get an answer 2, but this should not work this way. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 should have gone. So we should use another approach, and I'm gonna solve it with a string. I'm gonna put the data like this and put the sample in a string, not in a list. And this data will be joined after converting the whole thing to a string with map. So I'll make it a variable called s, and it's gonna look like this. And if it has sample in it, I'll replace it with an empty string. So this will be gone, and this part will be gone as well. This process will be repeated until you find nothing to find out. So I'm gonna copy this and replace this sample in this string with an empty string. But we cannot count how many times we replace it. So I'll set the maximum count here. As you can see here, we can set a count, which is the maximum number of replacements. In this case, replace will be executed only once, so we can count each time. So I'm gonna copy this in a while loop. We're gonna repeat this until the string doesn't include the sample in it. It'll give us minus 1 if it cannot find a sample. And the replace value should be stored in s. So we're updating s whenever it includes a sample. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. I'll set count to 0 and increase it by 1 here. I'll print out s and count to see how it works. Then we can see how the string was replaced and how the count was increased as we intended. So now let's make a solution function. Let's copy this and make a solution function. And this should be a return statement instead of a print. I'll copy this and submit it. Then we can see we all passed the test cases. This is the end of the video for today. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, please leave us the comments below. Bye!